Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Captain of Industry. It's Captain Ghost, and we're gonna continue on with our island building project here. And yeah, we crashed. Well, our boat is damaged. We had to come here to this abandoned island. No one knows we're here, so we gotta build up and get. And save ourselves here. At least we can eat some potatoes. So that's a good thing. So last episode we just got, we're, episode 1, man. This is episode 2. I hope to stream next this thing. But we're still working on our tutorial stuff here. And there are some tutorials that pop up that we don't need to jump on right away, but I want to get them out of the way, so I'll be doing them. And one of them is going out and getting oil in the world, which is going to be fun. So we got some tasks here. We need to build a vehicle depot, a small excavator, a pickup ×2. That will be good. And then we'll do the processed iron. That'll lead us to the iron processing. And then that will give us an edge here. We'll have one resource knocked out, kind of, automated and stuff. So we're not relying on our little tower here for resources. Now we have to build a beacon as well. And then we have to build an extra housing. So let's see here. I think our little guy's over here working. Yeah, we'll be chopping these trees. So we'll do that later. One thing I just realized is I don't want to build housing here. I want to have this area open for routing pipes, things like that, and the farm is too close to this housing area. I could build one long row this way, and then I can build a farm over to, I could build another farm further back and then rip this one up and move it later. Kind of a pain. Usually I play the first map and I'm building over here, so I have these habitats, or whatever I want to call them. I build them on this side because there's enough room. They push this back kind of further, and so I got kind of muscle memory there. Whoops. How's our island building doing over here? Let's see what we got. A little bit of... Yeah, our trucks are way the heck over here. Oh, there's some dumping trash right now. Okay, cool. They got a long way to go. That's kind of a... On this map, like I said, you want to up your maintenance. You don't want to... If you play on Captain, you're going to hurt. Otherwise, well, you have to dump over here, or island build out this way or something, or maybe out here. You want to keep stuff close. You don't want to go too crazy, because the maintenance is a big issue in this game. Okay, so let's go ahead and build a vehicle depot. This is under here, buildings for vehicles, when you know. And we have a mine control tower too, so we're going to build that. And I think that we'll put this... I don't want to go over here. Well, you know what I can do? Yeah, let's go here. We'll go right here. For now, we can move this very easily. And, okay, then we're going to build excavator 2 trucks. I'm doing the excavator first, because when that pops up, I can steal some trucks that I have. Speaking of trucks, let's build 2 more. We'll get a couple more trucks going. There we go. And now we'll build a beacon, and that is under... What is it under? I think it's under... Is it buildings? Yeah, buildings. We're going to tuck this over here by our dock and up and out of the way. There we go. And then we'll wait for the trees to go. So we'll unpause that. I have it on fast speed because, I'm not worried. If you're, like I said, if you're playing on Admiral or even Captain of the Captain settings, you definitely have to be careful when you first start out. So we'll let this sucker run. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, the beacon's going up. There we go. Okay, and then we got that. Okay, wait for first refugees to arrive. So let's talk about the beacon here while we're waiting for other things here. The depot there. This takes 1 unity, as you can see right here. It takes 80 kilowatts in 1 person to run it. Expecting 14 refugees in less than a month. Note, active progress gets reset when beacon is interrupted. Now, I think that's if you lose power. When I don't want refugees, because what it does is it eats into your food pool, right? So we have 99 months. We can actually get a few of these cycles, and there we go. We got refugees. Okay, so we click on this little box and check it out. We got 14, and we also get some resources along with the refugees. So this is kind of a nice little boost, you know, especially in the beginning. It's really nice to have. So 36 diesel and all that. So hooray, we got some people, and then here we are. And we have now 95 months of food supply, and we have the natural growth, you know, population growth that will cap at when the natural population growth won't exceed the amount of housing that we have, but the refugees I think do, and then you got to wait for them to die off, and that may not happen very soon. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got our little excavator. Look at that. We're building our trucks. Cool. All right, now I think that. Oh, and I'm gonna let this run one more time because we're gonna need the workers. We only have 24 right now. Okay, now. Construct a new pickup 9 of 10. Build a mine control tower that is under buildings for vehicles. Here it is. This has an arrow on it. There we go. And so we're just going to plop it here. The arrow doesn't really... I mean, it's just direction of where the vehicles will kind of park, I guess. Someone who tried to explain it to me, and I wasn't too sure. All right, so we're going to pause this. And what that does is we have 37 workers. We have 84 months of supply of food. We're doing fine, but I don't want to go too crazy in the beginning. So we'll click on the new refugee thing, and here we go. Got about the same stuff. Okay, there we go. I wonder if that's a pattern there. Okay. Now, we have our mining tower built. So let's go ahead and pause this thing. We're going to click on the mining tower, and notice how we have a yellow line square here. That's our mining area, and we can change that to anywhere we want. And we're going to just kind of drag it. Maybe let's go all the way back like this. There we go. Doesn't matter. I want to be close to where we're working here. That is our area that our trucks are allowed to be in, right? And right here, we have dumping designations. I'm going to remove those. Now, I have easier settings because this is a bigger map, so I increased my fuel percentages and, and maintenance and stuff because I don't want to have to worry about that as much in this playthrough. I'm not doing a masochist run. Okay, so we'll click on this thing. So I don't want anything to be dumped here. And now I can set it up. In fact, in the tougher settings, you want to have like a dump site really close by. But I'm not going to worry about that right now because I want to get that oil. Okay, so all my crap is going to go in the ocean to get the oil. And you'll notice here, and this GUI will get more complex. So we have our little excavator, and we're going to bring them over. And we're going to bring over 2 trucks. And that way, the trucks will work with the miner, and specifically with that miner. So they're tied up now. They're not going to do anything but mining. Their life is mining. Now, notice how it says, if you click on this box, and you also have a warning now, mine control tower has no mining designation in its area. Well, we're going to fix that. But first, we want to get these little guys over here too. Let's go to our storage here. And we're going to do loose storage. And we're going to plop this right about here. And then we're going to designate this to iron ore. And we don't want... Well, we'll leave it like trucks will... trucks will not be allowed to deliver. We want it We may want to change this later. Trucks will not be allowed to pick up because we want this dedicated to, you know, the smelter here that's here. And we're also going to probably do two. We're going to increase this build here, and we'll borrow this thing right here, this container here. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not going to build that. And that takes the first level construction components. All right, let's unpause. And then I want this to be built here. And then we will set the mining up for that. Now, let's see. What do we got here? Build housing. Okay. How are we doing over here? Could you get this tree here, please? Oh, my gosh. These trucks, man, they never do what you want. Let's get... So this is how you force the issue. We're going to force it to get that one damn tree right there. Okay. Looking up here, we got a mine control tower and assign a small excavator and pickups to do the mining designation. Why isn't that... Is that... Okay, wait a minute. So, wait a minute. Build a mining control tower near the iron ore deposit. Assign a small excavator and 2 pickups to it to set up mining. And set up mining designations. Okay, there. So, that's the one thing we're missing. Okay, now we got our thing. Our little container here. Loose storage. We'll leave it like that. Right here, we have a new icon. Mining designation. It's yellow. We're going to what I call flat mine by pressing F. First. Wait. Nope. Okay, it picked up that one corner there. So we're going to flat mine this. Now, you don't need to go crazy. I'm just showing you can do all that huge space there. Okay, and then there's a side right here I didn't get. It's fine. We'll do that. This will keep them busy. So basically it's left click, hold, drag, boom. Now right click and hold will remove mining designations like so. And you don't need to do this, but the way I look at it is you don't need to go crazy with this. But if you have a slower computer, you might want to micromanage your mining outposts a little bit because this is graphical stuff that the computer has to process. And look, we have 30 electronics parts and 20 construction parts for our first mining op. And, okay, now, let's see here. Oh, process iron ore is coming up. That's 24. Eventually, this will... I'm assuming we haven't used any iron yet, so that's kind of interesting. Okay, that's fine. Process iron. Build housing. All right, let's see how... Oh, there we go. So, farm. Yeah. All right, this is another little thing that you might want to do. We have plenty of potatoes stuck in our farm. And I'm glad this came up. So, we have 83 months of food. That is misleading. Well, 82. That is misleading because we have a farm full of food here. Well, we have more than what we need. And this message here is telling us right here, notify if cannot store more. Well, we're just going to turn that off because if we'll know when our food is dropping, it'll tell us. Now, that message is good for one thing, which is, oh, I have a surplus of food. Maybe I should put another market down and get that food in a market so I have an accurate representation of how much food I actually do have. And so we will take care of that later, but right now I'm not worried about it. Okay. All right, now what do we got to do? Unit storage assigned to iron. We'll put it right here. And then we're going to go iron plate. And don't worry about capping. Well, you can't cap chests in this game. It's really annoying. It's not like Factorio where you can do circuit network. It's not like... I think Dyson Sphere has it. Yeah, you can drag. Like, this red bar here is a keep empty directive. It's not a limit. Drives me nuts. The guys that the guys that program this game are awesome, right? It's an awesome game. It's beautiful. It's fun. A lot of cool stuff in it. But they really need to give us more storage options as far as like limiting chests and things. I just don't understand why we can't do that. And I'm trying to think if there's a way that we can do it. But I don't think there is. It's either all or nothing, you know. And the keep empty directive is for the trucks, not for... I thought this was, you know, like Dyson Sphere and or Factorio, where you can drag, you know, you got a little red X and you can drag it over, or, you know, or whatever. No, that's for the trucks to act on the case. And the keep full is for deliveries. So I want to ensure I have coal or iron or whatever in something. Bring me this always, you know. Okay, there we go. Dump slag. Well, okay. I think what we'll do is we'll put slag in here. And we're going to... Now, this is a truck directive right here. What I want to do is keep the slag. And we're going to unpause this right here. We're going to keep some slag. We're going to need it for later. And that's for our concrete bricks. And so we'll build this. And then when we get transport belts eventually, let's go ahead and kick on some research here. Because I need... Oh, yeah, this is going to be... Transport belts require the construction parts too. Ship repair. Oh, let's get the rubber researched. And what is this stuff here? Captain's office. Yeah, we want that. So those are edicts. Now, what we're going to be able to do is build a captain's office. And we have these directives that are kind of cool. You have to have unity in order to spend to get these edicts, which help. So if your colony's happy, you can do good things, you know, and save yourself a lot of resources and stuff. All right, we got the rubber. What's that? Oh, here's copper now. We're going to need that really soon. Construction parts 2 requires construction part 1 and electronics. And so it's not too bad. So we'll queue that up. And then we got to get these belts. We have a flat connector and a U-shaped connector. It's kind of confusing at first, but a flat connector is for like process stuff, like copper plates and iron plates, things like that. Loose, the U-shaped is for loose material like coal out of the ground, iron ore, copper ore, sand, gravel, things like that. Potatoes, you know, they're kind of loose. They're bulky, they're odd-sized, you know, they're not perfect, right? They're not a set size. And it's not manufactured, I guess, too. You know, you can say that. So we'll queue that up. And then we'll do the ship dock thing here. Oh! You know what? We got this crop rotation thing. I'm not worried about blueprints right now. Let's get crop rotation. This allows us to get better yield on our farms. So we definitely want that. And that's an easy little thing right there. Oh, here we go. So we'll click on this guy. And now we'll clear you. We'll get that out of there too. Yeah, we'll just knock out this area here. All right. Oh, so we got our iron ore processed. So we got 40 fuel and 40 pistons, basically vehicle parts. There we go. Captain's office is done. Rubber is done. We're going to need that really soon too. I'm going to pause it. So what happened is over here, they brought us iron ore. And it processed the iron ore. I don't know. I think because it took a while to get the scrap over here. I think it just processed it so it could fill this bar up. Because I'm thinking that there might be two. Well, it's all one bar, so I think it just processed it because it was too slow to bring the scrap in. Speaking of scrap, we're down to 70% on that. There we go. Okay, now build unit storage and assign it to construction parts. Okay, so we have 2 construction parts things. Oh, okay, yeah, they did have us build that. Okay, let's go ahead and build a storage right here. And I'm going to line it up with the first machine there to the left. We'll plop that baby down. We'll assign it to construction parts. And we don't have belt, so we can't belt it up. Let's unpause, and then we'll get that. Oh, now we can build this housing unit here. So let's go ahead and go under housing and services housing, and we'll plop that right there. This takes 80 construction parts. And what it does is it increases our settlement. Oh, and there's a waste to see that. Waste and settlement. You can mouse over these and read them. They're pretty helpful. This thing takes, it's primitive housing for 70 people. Okay. Now, when I plop this down, until I get the captain's office, copper refinement, there we go. Until I get the captain's office, I can't stop the growth. And let's see if I have, yeah, here it is, captain's office. Cost is 60. So let's go over, let's go, where are we going to go? Wait, go over here, I guess. Right nearby. Yeah. Right on the edge of the water here. We'll flip it that way. There we go. Now, what I want to do with that is I want to stop the population growth and use the beacon instead. All right, so we got, what do we get here? Beacon, wait for first refugees, build housing. It's done. Okay, 40 potatoes and 20 vehicle parts. Now, the potatoes are going to go right here, unfortunately. So we have, 200. We'll have to manage this here by pulling them out. And I'll show you how to do that later. Here we go. Store construction parts, 20 of 20. Collect. We got more electronic parts. Build a brickworks. Ooh, here we go. And then diesel's coming up. Brickworks is a temporary thing. Okay, that's empty there. Okay, let's see what we got in here. So we don't have anything in here. We got copper, we got rubber, mechanical parts. Now, what did we do last time? We did the mechanicals. Okay, that's fine. Do we have electrical parts? Oh, here. Growth pause. Oh, no, it's growth boost. Oh, industrial. Oh, we don't have it yet. Okay, we don't have the pause yet. That's fine. Construction 2, there we go. Okay, let's see here. Build brickworks and connect it to a rainwater harvester using a pipe. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, I think that we'll go. I don't want to go too close to this stuff here because it's going to be, this is a temporary build. And let's see, we got the fluid storage there. Okay, there's our rainwater thing. I think it's under here. Yeah, brickworks right there. Okay. All right, this is a little machine here. So we'll go ahead and plop this right here. There is a coal and water input to this. And so we'll go ahead and we got an exhaust to deal with. So we'll put a smokestack on there. Like so. And what's going to happen is eventually this is going to be dismantled. We have 700 bricks left. So we're going to have to start manufacturing bricks. The only problem is it requires soil to make the bricks. While we're mining, we're going to have to capture that soil so we have enough to make our bricks in the meantime. Okay, now they want us to build a rainwater harvester. And I think what I'm going to do first, though, is I'm going to get a fluid storage. And I'm going to plop it here. And then I'm going to put the rainwater catcher right here. And I like to give myself a little room just in case I want to take a pipe and kind of take off of there. So we'll do that and that. And then what's going to happen is the water will fill this tank and it'll set the filter automatically for us, which is kind of fun. Okay. And here they're bringing the coal, they're bringing soil, a little bit of soil, only one piece there. And eventually we'll get the water going there. Okay. So that'll build. All right, 1 of 1, and then, okay, we're waiting. Oh, here's the conveyor belts. There we go. Ship dock repair. There we go. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Now, we click on the dock. You mouse over the repair icon, and it's telling us we need 100 of these pieces here of the construction parts. So we have 0 on hand. So we're going to wait on that for a little bit because we're going to do other things here that are more important. And I think we got everything there. So let's see here. All right. We got oil pump and a basic distiller, liquid pump, or liquid dump, and diesel, wastewater, all that stuff. Okay, cool. There we go. Produce bricks. Aha. All right, check it out. See, we're collecting water. So that's why, yeah, if you use a water catcher, they're pretty handy. They're really nice if you're not close to water and you need to do something really quick or whatever. They're not reliable, but if you increase your water in the game, your rainwater percentage, you can really rely on these. Otherwise, if you're doing like an Admiral, oh my God, they're terrible. Now, what's interesting is it's storing it in here. Oh, now it's gone. Okay. There we go. We got 34 water in there. And see, now we only have 13 soil in this thing. So it's going to take a bit to get the soil. And the soil is coming from these guys. Notice how he's got a little piece of stone there. I should look and see. Okay, we're good there. I think they're taking the slag. Oh no, we don't have slag because we're running off scrap right now. Once the scrap runs out, we won't have any more. We'll have slag, yeah. Okay, so what's happening right now? If you go press M or Z, doesn't matter. This is a general dump section here. It doesn't care what's going here. Here we go. What's this now? Oh, we got the bricks now. Cool. So we got 50 bricks for making bricks and 20 vehicle parts. We'll go ahead and collect that. Crop rotation. There we go. Start research. Yay. All right. Let's go over here real quick. Now, what we want to do is click on the second box here, and we want to select this right here. This is the manure. It should increase our yield on the potatoes. I'm not sure when it takes into effect. It's a 2-month rotation on that. 3 months on the... Oh, this is an empty directive, meaning you give the soil a chance to recover its nutrients, I guess. So, then we have... This is the potato ones. So water plus, little sprouts, and then we get the potatoes. This is just water and manure, green manure, and we get fertility, I guess. Yeah, okay, that says fertility. So we do get a little fertility there, but not much. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Now, you can have 2 different things going on here as long as it's using that channel, right? The same channel. You don't want to mix up... Well, let me backtrack on that. You can have 2 outputs from here. You can do vegetables and, say, potatoes. But the problem is if the potatoes aren't being consumed, I don't know if the veggies can get out, or the potatoes, and vice versa. I'd have to test that out and see if it'll output both, regardless of the other, being backed up. I want to say it'll have both in there, and they'll both export without a problem. Like one won't back up the other, so you'll get 2 yields, and just one's not being, consumed as much, But yeah, farm can do multiple things, and you have the 2 belt outputs. So we'll have to test that out. I have a test save that I have, so maybe I'll try that out. Yeah, 111 there. Okay. All right, let's get back to this over here because I wanted to explain this. So I press M just to bring up the graphic there. This is a general dumping area. I don't know if I mentioned this. This, without a mining tower here, this will take anything that is in the global dump list here. Dirt, rock, slag, waste. Okay. You can add things to this if you like. Compost. But its chances are these are the things you're really going to want to get rid of. We can store and manage all these easy, right? So, so you can change the global dumping. What's better is using a mining tower to manage that. And we'll get into that later. Right now, we're fine the way it is. And so let's see here. All right, let's work on Oh, copper production and all that. We got to get to that now, and we're getting kind of late in the thing. Oh, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's repair the dock now, because everything is kind of calmed down. So you can see what I did there. I kind of delayed time. You know, you see how I did that? I planned it all along. No, I didn't. All right. Our maintenance is relying on these electrical parts here. I'm surprised they haven't had us do an electrical parts build, but my assumption is because we have copper and we have rubber. So I think that they might have us do something later in the tutorial. So I want to follow the tutorials because I think it's fun, and I want to make sure that we follow that line. Okay, there we go. Now we're repairing that. Hey, look at that! I didn't know it did that. There we go. Cool. Okay. So now, do not touch this green bar. Keep full. Do not touch that until you have diesel set up, because it will take your fuel that you need for your trucks and put it into this thing here, into the ship. I think there's a way to get it back out by going empty. So if you slide this bar this way, you can recover your fuel. And it'll put it in, I think, though, it puts it in this I think it takes it out and puts it back into a storage unit or something if you have one available, or it puts it in the dock. Don't quote me on that, though. So be careful with that. All right, let's see what this thing is. Well, let's repair the boat. Okay, it's 124 iron. It's not telling us what we have in our stockpiles, which I find interesting. So it's going to deliver it, I think, here. And then it'll repair the ship. And then we'll be ready to voyage out because we have a ship. But we're not going to do that because we still have to set up our diesel and all that other stuff. So we got things still to do. Okay. All right, let's see. We got oil. All right, let's go over to our oil. So we'll go to L for layers. And there's our oil. Oh. Now there's, like I think I mentioned, there's no richness or anything to this. And all you got to do, so you can place your oil extractor anywhere. So you click on crude oil refining and oil pump. And it will be green. We'll flip it around. It'll be green where you can place it. I'm going to put 3 down, but let me pause those 2. I don't, because here's why. It takes one person to run it, and it's also power to run that. All right, I'm going to turn L layers off, and I'm going to pipe this up, and look, we got the belts. There they are. I'm going to pull out of here like so. I'm going to put the planning mode on for now. That way I can mess around with this, and there we go. We got oil. Okay, we'll put that there. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so now I have all 3 that are going to be piped up. And that's good. All right, so we got the basic diesel. Build oil pump, 1 of 2. Oh, they do want 2. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll unpause that. We also have this one here. And we'll unpause that piece there. Okay, and then a basic distiller. So we got to click on that. And here is our basic distiller. Okay, now we've got... I don't like the orientation here, so I'm going to hit F. And it flipped the coal to the other side. That is an awesome feature. There we go. And as you can see, our waste is on this side. And we can kick it right off to here. Okay. Now we go to our waste management, and we have a liquid dump. This needs to be in the water. Well, we have to go here, I guess. Yep. Yeah. There. Perfect. So we'll go from here to... come on. Why aren't you working? Come on. I like that click noise. There we go. All right, well, finally we got it. Click. Mouse. Yeah, I think my mouse is kind of wearing out on me, so I got to get a new one. There we go. All right, this tree is bugging me, but I'm going to leave it there until we're ready to come over here. We'll get a smokestack on this. There we go. Okay. And what we can do, we don't have belt yet, so they're just going to deliver the coal here manually. All right, now we can do, finally, a storage container. And we're going to get some diesel. Okay, we're going to give ourselves a little room. There we go. We'll pipe that up. Let's get these out of here because they bug me. I don't need those little dots on there. Okay, there we go. Now we can take our pause thing and we just drag it over the entire, well, we could drag it over this and that. And that'll build it. Oh, tree harvester. Okay, he's done. Let's go over here. Shipyard. Oh, we can move our shipyard now. This is so huge. They put this feature in a while ago. So instead of being locked into this one spot, you can move it somewhere out of the way, you know? Because you don't really need your shipyard. You don't need that thing for very much after you've explored everything. Let's get our tree harvester going here. We'll kind of pull this stuff out. Okay. There we go. Get out of there. All right, there we go. Building up. Getting some diesel. Come on. And this will, dump wastewater, produce diesel, and build the liquid dump. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about, I didn't have that. There we go. Now, this has a really nasty pollution factor to it. We're going to go to our health. Now, notice we're not doing too bad. And what's interesting is we're not seeing much of a health hit from our trash right now. Which is, I don't know why. I don't understand why that's not coming up. It must be something going. It must be on the top of the ground, you know, and not in the water right now. There we go. Now, we're waiting for coal. Oh, and that's coming from that silly tree thing. Okay. Let's see here. Copper mine. All right. Establish a copper ore mine and start mining. Well, we're right here. Let's go. Yeah, let's start that up. Mining copper ore. That should be easy. We'll wait for this stuff here. Produce diesel. Oh! There we go. We got it. Whoops. Where am I? Oh, I'm way over here. Where are you? Yep. There we go. We did it. There. Oh, there it is right there. It's hidden so well. And we got diesel going. There we go. Oh. I'm going to pause this. Pipe. So what you can do is... There we go. Look. See what they did? They brought the fuel from the dock. There's 344 diesel in here. And they brought it over to fill the tank. So there you go. Look at that. And they'll probably bring a little more. Well, they'll bring another 20. If it's... Where are you? There it is, right there. So that's the other 20. And then it'll stop. So let's go ahead and collect this. 20 and 50. There we go. Oh, stockpile diesel. Disable truck import. Disable truck import for the new diesel storage. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what they're wanting us to do here. All right. So trucks will not be able to allow... All right, here. Trucks will not be able to deliver. And there we go. What they're saying is... and I don't know why they want this. If there's stuff in the... if I have diesel from, like, the refugees and stuff, I want it to go here. But what'll happen is the ship will use that diesel. So you don't have to worry about micromanaging the diesel part. So we got 30 diesel and 50 cement. There we go. Cool. All right. Oh, repair shipyard and set sail. Fill the ship with diesel and load the crew. We could do that. Now, remember I said don't touch this green bar? All right. We can touch it now. There we go. What? Look, see? There goes your diesel. Now we have diesel in our ship. And notice how I have a keep full directive here, but I think the trucks are still going to bring stuff here. I don't know why, but I think hopefully it'll stop at this point. Yeah, see, they're still bringing the diesel. I have it in here. Idiots. Whatever. So they filled the tank. Yeah, I don't understand what this green bar, it doesn't work right. And that's my opinion. Well, let's load the crew real quick. Bonk. And explore first location. Oh my god. All right, so let's do it. Go ahead. And our boat will deploy. I think. Unload crew. Okay, come on. Explore. There we go. I clicked it. I guess it didn't click. And there it goes. Now this ship we'll be upgrading this ship, and it will get whoop, disappeared like a ghost. It'll look really cool when we start to upgrade it to its fullest. Now on fast speed, this, obviously we're cooking along here. So it says on the move up top here, right there. Now when it hits the island, it'll go exploring. And it takes a little while to go around. Now, when you get better engines, because there's engine upgrades and all that, engine upgrades, this ship will fly. It goes, it's really fun. So once that timer goes down, we'll find out what's there. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to put a mining tower up. There we go. Location explored. You click on that. And we found some loot. We got rubber, copper, and vehicle parts. Hooray. And it's just a checkbox, and that's all we get. Now, we have enough fuel to do another explore. So we'll go ahead and do that. So what it'll do is it'll come back home and go back out. So you want to maximize the amount of fuel that you have in your ship and do as much exploring as you can. If you're hurting on fuel and you send your boat out, your ship out, don't bring it back home. I think there is a directive here. Let's go over here. And I think it's keep empty. I don't know where it is. Let's go here. Yeah, you know what? It automatically comes home sometimes. Maybe if I click on this, go home. Yeah, so now it's going to explore. It automatically comes home when it's out of fuel. However, you can go explore somewhere and leave it until you have enough fuel to fuel it up when you send it back home. So you can use that as a strategy, Oh, there we go. Collect 60 bricks. Cool. Location explored. And we found some loot, some rubber, copper, and vehicle parts. And it's another checkbox. So notice how it's coming back home right away. Okay, so that's that. Now, when it comes home, I think there is a directive here where, I don't know where it is. It has automatically repair ship when it comes home. There it is. Slides on in. There we go. Docked. All right. I don't think it's going to come up until we're damaged in like battle and stuff. But I leave the ship repair automatically off because that's resources. I want to be able to manage that. And here they come. Okay. See how it's filling up the fuel? And I don't know why. I have keep fuel full here, not here. So that I don't understand that. All right. So I think we'll end it here. When going a bit long here. We'll work on the copper. Most likely, like I said, it'll be if anything, I might do if I do a stream, it'll be stream 3. But if it doesn't work out, I'll do an episode 3. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you're, if you picked up the game, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying update 1. It's awesome. So far, so good. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.